Alright, what is up guys? My name is Caleb, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a quick video review and a kind of first impressions of the new pants I got. I showed you guys them in my new pickups video. They're going to be the Kapital Century Denim Frisko fit in the Persimmon Kakishibu dye. This is the N5S, which means that's going to be the Persimmon with the indigo overstitching. I wanted to do a quick review, get some information out there for you guys. If anyone's interested in looking at them or maybe purchasing them, try to get you some information as far as how they fit, how they look, what they look like on, because there's not a ton of information out there. Kapital hasn't done a great job pushing out information, and in my opinion at least, and since it's such a new fit, there's a very limited amount of reviews or any type of information about them online. And so because of that, I wanted to kind of help get some information out there, show you a few of my different shoes, kind of what I think they look good with, what I think they don't look good with, as well as different shirts and kind of how I've been wearing them recently. And then as well, just kind of give you maybe my thought process behind my purchase of this pair of pants. So this pair of pants is going to be a wide or straight leg in the thigh. It's going to be high rise. And then it's going to go either, depending on which one you buy, into either a boot cut, which is what this fit is, or a full-on more 70s style flare or bell bottom. Show you the back. You can see here that these have not traditional patched on pockets, but more of a kind of slack or like dress pant feel almost. Again, I showed you guys in the review or in the pickups video, but these also have this weird kind of top pocket here where it doesn't cut down at all. That makes the pockets kind of difficult to use, but does give them kind of a cool look. I was looking for these, or I purchased these looking for more of a traditional boot cut fit. These were a little bit wider than I was expecting, but overall I just gave them a first little tub soak, and they did shrink down and tighten up a little bit. And I would say I definitely like the way the fit is now a little bit more. So one of the biggest things about these pants that is obvious is this kind of crease going, or this line going down the middle. I think the point of these is to kind of imitate the traditional Western crease. When people would starch their jeans, you still see it's kind of a trend among Western style. They'll starch up their jeans and then they kind of fold them in half and iron them. That's not something I'm super interested in doing. Maybe I would try it out at some point, but with this specific pair, I don't know how interested I'm in with doing that. I've really been liking these. I feel like they've been a great move forward for me into kind of more of a traditional, more contemporary Americana style a little bit, but they still maintain a lot of the things that I really like. They have a nice roomy thigh. They have a nice high rise. My belly button is right underneath my belt here. And so this completely goes over my hips. My hips are about here and it sits right on my hips. I don't have any issues with like I've had with some slightly lower rise pants where they don't go all the way up on your hips, but they don't go all the way under, and it kind of leaves them in a weird in-between spot. These do fit all the ways over, and they do have a nice and voluminous fit all the way through. They're pretty nice. The one thing with a lot of high-rise pants you have to take into consideration that these definitely suffer from, at least for me, is that when the pockets are inserted higher up like they are here, you go to put your phone or something in, a lot of the times when you go to sit, it'll crunch up and it's not necessarily low enough on your thigh like it is on lower rise pants to comfortably be having your phone here all the time. You can see here I have my wallet, and this is small enough, since it's like a smaller square, it's a bifold that it sits down at the bottom and doesn't create any issues. But unfortunately with a longer phone, a lot of the times we'll kind of have an issue there. That's something worth taking into consideration. Once I wash them, they actually don't look quite as flared as they did previously, in my opinion. They almost kind of just look like a straight leg with a slight flare, which is something that I really like the look of. So now I wanted to show you how they look with a few different pairs of shoes I have, as well as with some different shirts, to kind of give you some general styling information, and then kind of just maybe how I guess I would choose to style them generally. So this is just the outfit I chose to wear today. I'm wearing a Wrangler striped shirt with the pants, and then a black belt and my black Eastman tanker boots. I like this outfit a lot. The tanker boots kind of play the role of like a roper boot or a low profile cowboy boot as far as the silhouette goes. I found that, in my opinion, these pants tend to look a little bit better with a slimmer or a at least not bulbous look when it comes to the toe. You can see here that these have a rounded but relatively slim toe, and it kind of pokes out nicely and allows the pants to sit on top of them. As I've been getting more into a more stacked or a more straight leg look, not as much of the high cuff that's really popular in like the Amikaji and Heritage style, this is something I've really been looking for, making sure that the pants are long enough on me and that they have the ability to actually sit. And before I had washed these, it was something that I was actually considering bringing into the tailor and having them bring up a little bit because they were slightly too long for me. But I'm glad I didn't end up doing that. Now that I've given these a wash, I feel like they sit really well on these boots as well as some of my other boots like my Alden Indies. And so because of that, I feel like there's no need to do any type of shortening of the leg at this point. One thing is that you want them to sit well in the back as well as in the front, and with how wide this leg is down at the bottom, that's not really an issue. I don't foresee any type of wide shaft boots like a square toe or an engineer boot with a wider, more comfortable shaft really providing any type of issue where they're going to be poking through or super obvious underneath these pants. All right, and then here you can see I am wearing the same shirt, but now I'm wearing them with my Gym Green Stockman boots. And this is where I have a little bit of an issue. I'm not sure how much I like the way these look. Like I mentioned in my pickups video, these boots have a lot wider of a toe box. And so because of that, since they have that like ergonomical foot-shaped toe box and kind of a taller toe, I feel like they look a little bit bulbous underneath the flare of the pants. And I'm not sure how much I like that. I'd be really interested to hear what you guys think. Do you guys think these boots look good with these pants? I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just something I have to get used to. I think a lot of the times I overthink stuff like that, and so that's definitely a possibility of what could be going on with these, but let me know what you think. And then the final pair of footwear I wanted to show you, here are some Vans Authentics in like a forest green colorway, a little dirty, but you can see here that when I'm not wearing something with a raised heel, the pants tend to stack and kind of sag a little bit more on top of them. It's not necessarily a look that I'm against. I think it's kind of part of the general flair and more of like a bell-bottom look, I guess, is that when you're wearing them with a lower shoe like this, they're naturally going to stack a little bit more. I think it's worth it to give them the ability to fully cover up boots and then kind of compromise on having them sit a little bit more on a pair of sneakers, especially since I'm wearing boots 80 to 90% of the time, versus getting them cropped up even further so that they sit a little bit nicer on sneakers and then maybe they're a little bit too short on boots. That's not necessarily a trade-off I'm super interested in making. So the next combo I wanted to show you is maybe looking a little funny to some of you guys, but this is my Kapital Century Denim jacket. The first jacket that is supposed to look like the Levi's Type 1 with these pants. In the marketing campaign that Kapital was putting out, this is pretty much what everyone was wearing. They were wearing either the flares or the boot cuts with a matching jacket. They're releasing a jacket soon that looks a little bit more like the Type 2 with 2 pockets, and it has like some shoelaces or some type of a tie going back and forth. But since I already had this jacket, when I was deciding between these or the Sumi ink dyes, I was thinking, what do I want? And I figured that this kind of double denim look, I actually really liked the look of. I thought it was pretty cool. And so because of that, I decided to get the matching pair to the jacket I already had. I also find that the jacket matches with almost everything in my closet, and so I figured the pants would probably match with everything as well, and so far that's definitely been true. But here's a quick look at what that looks like. This jacket on me with the pants. It's a look I really like, and I think it goes really well with black tones as well with all the brown tones I have in my closet, and so because of that, something I wanted to show you, and hopefully you guys like. A little bit unique, a little bit out there, definitely not for everyone, but I'm definitely interested in wearing this when it tends to get a little bit colder. Right now it's definitely too hot. As you can see, I'm sweating right now. No AC in the apartment, but it's all good. Gotta do what I gotta do to show you guys the goods. This next shirt that I'm showing you guys is a little bit more out there. This is a black sign shirt that's supposed to look kind of like a 1800s dress shirt. You can see here it has this like double placket on it. And this is kind of shown as an homage to the older style 1800 shirts where they would just have one placket that they would switch off and on their shirts when they didn't have the money to afford multiple shirts. I bought this shirt from Black Sign for the summer. It's super, super lightweight. You can see it's kind of wrinkled. It's not even from wear. This is just from having it sitting in my closet. But this shirt, I thought when I tried it on with these pants, kind of has a Kapital vibe to it. It kind of looks I guess kind of hippie, I guess. I'm not super sure. I don't know. Maybe it makes me look like a pirate or a pioneer or something. I'm not super sure. But I thought this actually looked pretty good with the fit of these. Out of all the stuff, all outfits I've shown you, and out of all the things in my closet, I think this and my other black sign shirt probably have the most of an actual Kapital vibe versus kind of like an American traditional or like a heritage vibe. And so because of that, I thought it'd be worth putting out there, showing some people, just because, you know, we're not the biggest market for Kapital. It's a little bit more for the guys who are avant-garde. And so because of that, I thought I'd kind of throw it out there, a shirt or a option that is a little bit more like that, looks a little bit more non-traditional, I suppose. All right, and then here we have the pairing I would say I'm probably the most unsure of. I don't know, you guys will have to tell me what you think. This is a Patagonia Hawaiian shirt. You can see I'm wearing it untucked here. I'm not a big fan of tucking in Hawaiian shirts. I don't really like the way it looks. But it's kind of interesting, the way these look with the line down the middle. Sometimes they look like jeans, but to me they also kind of look like Western suit slacks when you see someone wearing like a Western suit. And so because of that, I don't actually think it looks terrible with this Hawaiian shirt. This might not be the best color combination, but I figured I'd throw this in here as well as an option, kind of show you guys the possibilities of how this could be styled. It's not necessarily that I think you guys are going to like all of these looks or that this is going to be for everyone, but I kind of just wanted to get some information out there, show you guys some outfits or options that can be worn with these pants. That way you can kind of look and decide, oh, I can wear them with my style, I can't wear them with my style, whether or not it's something you're interested in. Since these are a little bit more out there before you decide to go and spend that money, I thought it'd kind of be good to give you guys the option, show you guys a little bit more in-depth, specifically when it comes to the fit and how I think I would like to wear these and how I will continue to wear them. I'll definitely, once I've worn them for an extended period of time, do a little bit more of an in-depth review, show you how they've aged, what I like, what I don't. But I figured this is a pretty good first impressions to kind of just get out there, show to everyone. But I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was useful for you. See how I decided to style these, see how you could style these, and decide whether or not you think these brand new pants, which came out just a few months ago from Kapital, are worth it. If they are, I think you should get your hands on them. Not a lot of people have them right now, and it's kind of a cool piece to get your hands on, and it'll definitely be unique. I don't necessarily see these becoming super popular. I'm not super sure. I don't know how much the kind of traditional ultra denim market that is into the century denim overlaps with more of the avant-garde people who are willing to wear more of a boot cut or a flare fit, but I guess we'll see in the next coming months. All it would really take is one famous guy wearing them, but I don't know. I like them a lot. I'm really glad I got them. I think they're worth the money. Let me know if you guys like the look of them. What do you think? Would you be interested in getting a pair? Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.